Hi everybody, welcome back to another Yoga on a Roll Core and Asana video. My name is Kate. I'm going to guide you through the joint freeing series today. So this is a practice not coined by us on Yoga on a Roll. This has been around for a while. And it is a series of about like 15 exercises that go through each joint from head to toe. And what you're doing is you're taking each joint through its full range of motion to open up your range of motion as a person. So if you were to practice this daily, that's what it's designed for. Practice it daily. It takes about 15 minutes. The intent is that you would be able to maybe open up your joints in a way that you hadn't been able to use them before. So maybe you'd be able to bend over and pick things up more easily, or have like more range of motion in your hips, or even just like your knuckles and wrists. So let's get started. Know that this can be practiced a multitude of ways: laying down, sitting in a chair, standing, or sitting on the floor like I am. This is also meant to be practiced at like 70% effort, so no need to like push through this and go like 100. This is a soft, gentle, easeful practice for the joints. Over time, you'll probably notice more flexibility in your joints. So the first one starts with the legs, just straight out long in front of us. With every inhale, we're going to point the toes, and with every exhale, we're going to flex the toes up towards the face. So working on the ankle joints, and I guess on the little toesies as well, with that point and flex in there. And basically the idea here is that you go through each inhale 8 to 10 times, and each exhale 8 to 10 times. Today, we're just going to go through about 5 inhale, exhale for each exercise. So go ahead and finish up your last one here, pointing the toes. All right, now this next one can be a little tricky. Sometimes it's a little misunderstood by people, so don't worry if you don't get it right. It's totally fine. You're going to act as though your feet are like a book. So inhale to close the book, and exhale to open the book. Inhale, close, and exhale, open. And what you're trying to do is just kind of imagine bringing the pinky toes together and then separating them. A couple more times. Very nice. All right, separate the feet. And this one I like to go 2 at a time. These are just ankle circles. If you want to go 1 ankle at a time, that's fine. But let's go inhale all the way around, and as you exhale, you'll notice you're flexing back towards the foot. So inhale, pointing basically, and exhale, flexing, but rolling the ankle as you do that. So for this one, since there's, left and right, you'll go 5 times one way and 5 times the other way. So we'll reverse that circle here, making sure you open up that ankle fully and completely. And this will finish us up here with the feet. So now you're going to keep those legs out long, and you're going to start by inhaling and hugging that right knee in, and exhaling to let it go. Inhale for 2, and exhale for 2. Extending and flexing our knee joint here, a couple more. And just make sure you're sitting up nice and tall throughout this so that you're also getting that nice length in the spine. Move over to your left side when you're ready. It's said if this is practiced for 30 days, you'll notice a lot of different changes in the body. So when I first started it, I kept a journal. Maybe you will too. On your inhale, we're going to separate the legs nice and wide. Now we're going to focus, of course, 1 leg at a time. Maybe start with the leg you're starting with right in front of you. And on your inhale, you're going to drag that pinky toe to the floor and then open the leg as much as you can, 70% effort. Exhale, the big toe goes down towards the floor, and you drag that leg back in. So working on our hip abduction and adduction. Inhale, abduct the leg. It goes away from the center line. And exhale, adduct the leg. It goes back towards the center line. A couple more times. You really want to make sure you're getting that rotation of the ankle, and the pinky toe is coming down towards the floor on the way out, and the big toe is coming towards the floor on the way in. Let's try it with the left leg. Let the right leg go out long, give you some room. Inhale that pinky toe down and away from you. And exhale, close that hip off, bring it back to center. So the practice is fairly simple. Once you kind of get it down, this takes about 10 to 15 minutes in the morning. Right now it's about 6:30 in the morning. So it's a great time to kind of see where your body lands just as you're arriving into the day. All right, so that will finish up our hips, our knees, our ankles. We're going to move on to hands and knees here. So if you want to, I've got a blanket here with me. You can definitely do the same. Just kind of pad your knees and make it, of course, 70%. So we're going cat-cow for a couple of rounds. You're going to have your hands, your wrists rather, right under the shoulders, the knees right under the hip points. So kind of stack yourself up there. And then 5 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale to drop the belly, reach the heart, the tail forward, and exhale, round, push the floor away. Inhale, drop, and exhale, round. Flexion and extension here on the inhale for the spine. Exhale to flex. Inhale to extend. Last. Exhale the cat. Inhale the cow. Awesome. So now you've probably done this in a yoga class before. You want to find a neutral back. We're going to start with the left leg. Kick it out long behind you. Inhale. Exhale, round forehead to knee. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, round. 3 more. Now over time, you'll expand how many times you do each exercise on each side of the body, eventually making your way to 10 times on each side. Sometimes people go longer, like to 12 or 15. Bring that knee back in. Let's go right side. Inhale it out and exhale it in. Getting some flexion and extension for our hip flexors now. This is part of maybe the reason that you have a rounded back or even sometimes tight hamstrings. Originates from the ground up, so a lot of times it could be your tight hip flexors. Come back with that knee. Now this one can get a little confusing. I'm going to face you. You want to have your hands turned out, so palms, heels of the hands in, and fingers of the hands out, and about like the width of your mat here. Bring your knees completely together like you are in cat-cow, but it's a little bit different here. And what we're going to do is lean all the way towards one wrist, come back to center, and lean all the way towards the next one. So again, it's 70% effort. All right, you just want to kind of feel a little opening in these wrist joints. And we're going 5 times to each wrist. All right, one more time each side. Just a gentle little lean. And then we're just going to kind of come to sit on our heels. Now, in the joint freeing series that you'll find when you like Google this practice, you won't find this. So this is an insert from like my YTT training. You're going to come to sit on your butte, and we're going to find a little cheerleader pose here. This is a seated deer pose. You want to kind of have the legs at a 90-degree angle each, but again, 70% effort. So if you're not finding that, just be easy on yourself. Hands can come to the hips. Now, we're going to focus on the forward knee. So in this case, it's my left knee. My left hand will kind of come out to frame that leg. And on your inhale, you're going to push your right hip forward and kind of twist past your left shoulder. Exhale to sit down. Inhale for 2, and exhale. Inhale 3, exhale 4, exhale, and 5. Awesome. Let's swap it to the other side. So remember the forward knee, you want that hand down on the floor. Opposite hand to the hip. And inhale to press the hip forward, twist. Exhale. Inhale, twist. Exhale. 3 more. Perfect. So you can stay seated from here. Any seat that you would like. We're going to work on our hands now. So we've moved up the body, and now we're coming into the arms. All right, so this first one's pretty simple. You're going to have your hands out in front of you like little zombie arms. The fingertips are pointing down. On the inhale, you're going to flex them up towards the face. and exhale down. That's 1. Inhale 2, exhale 2. 3, and 3. 4, and last one. 5. Exhale them down. Perfect. So this next one is a little tricky. It can be done a few different ways. You can have your hands, we'll go palms up, you can have your hands point in towards each other, or you can have them point away from each other. Now if you want to go palms down, same thing. They're going to go away from each other or in towards each other. You decide which one feels more accessible to you, palms up or palms down. But you'll start however you do decide to start. On an inhale, we'll go palms away. And on the exhale, we'll go fingers towards. Inhale away, exhale towards. Inhale away, exhale towards. I'm going to try the next two palms down if you want to flip it with me. Inhale away, exhale towards. Inhale away, and exhale towards each other. All right, so we did the same thing for the legs. We're going to go wrist circles. So if you want to go one wrist at a time, I like to, double whammy it. So start to find your wrist circles. On an inhale, maybe they're going away from each other, and on an exhale towards. But the only thing that really matters here is that you even it out on both sides. So let's finish up this side, and then let's go either counter or clockwise, whichever way you weren't going before, for 5 rounds. Sometimes it's easy to make a fist. You don't necessarily have to. All right, and again, just leave the arms outstretched, flip the palms face up. Inhale, you're already extended in those elbows, and exhale, we're going to contract. Inhale. Exhale, your hands can, kind of touch your shoulders. That's 3. Reach forward and reach the shoulders. That's 4. Last one. 5. Leave your hands right here. All right, so this exercise is more focused on the backs of the shoulders here. Inhale the elbows together, and then exhale the shoulders together. Inhale elbows, exhale shoulders. One more. Now arms can stay just like this, but we're going to cactus the arms, bring the fingertips up. Inhale, hands are up. Exhale, flip the arms down. Inhale for 2. And exhale for 2. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Great job. Last time. Exhale. Now this one's pretty similar. I find that I need a little more air for this one. Inhale to reach the arms overhead, and exhale to swoop them back behind you. Inhale, reach. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. One more. Inhale up, exhale back. All right, so finding a crisscross leg position. This is much like our cat-cow, but we'll try it seated. So Sukhasana, crisscross legs. Grab onto your knees. Inhale to push the chest forward, and exhale, round the spine, but bring the knees closer together. So hold on to the knees like they're going to, help the foundation here. Inhale, smooth forward. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Great job, guys. Last time. Exhale. All right, come to a seated position. Now this one, again, 70% effort, so please do not worry if your side bend isn't as deep as mine or someone else's in the room, okay? One of your hands will hang out down on the ground while the other one lifts up and over. Awesome. Inhale to center, and exhale to the other side. That's 1. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now what you want to focus on is as you move from side to side, both of your sitting bones stay rooted on the ground. So like both your butt cheeks stay on the floor. You want to try your best to keep the shoulders away from the ears, although it's completely understandable if you're new to the practice and that's still a difficult thing for you. 70% effort. All right. I kind of lost count, so we're just going to even it out by finishing up one more round on both sides. Okay, so twisting is next. We've got to move that spine through its ranges of motion. So you're just going to take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, twist to one side. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, 2. Last time. Beautiful. We're going to focus on the neck now. On your inhale, I want the right ear to the right shoulder. Exhale, neck center. Inhale, left to left. Exhale, center. You get the idea. So we've moved all the way up the body. Now we're making our way into this last beautiful portion of the neck. And I just think it's worth noting that anything that we start new can often feel like, what the heck am I doing? So if that kind of creeps into your mind at all, you're normal. Thanks for joining us. The more you kind of do these exercises, be it this joint bring series or a yoga flow, the more it'll start to make sense to you. And part of this journey is like the path to self-discovery. So stick with it. You know, lean into what you're feeling. And if you have any questions ever, let us know. Anyway, enough preaching. Let's move on. So we've gone side to side with the neck. We're now going to twist just the neck. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist, chin over the shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, chin. It's nice to kind of close your eyes and use this time as almost like a meditative portion of your day. The more you memorize these exercises, the more you're going to be able to kind of spend less time focusing on what exactly it is you're doing and more time focusing on how you want to feel. All right, next we're going to look up on the inhale and exhale, look down, tuck the chin. Inhale and exhale. Last one. All right, lovely people. Thank you so much for being here for another day of Yoga on a Roll Core and Asana. If there's ever any requests or any questions or comments, we love to hear all of that. Feedback is our best friend. So enjoy your day, and then notice any changes that you kind of feel since you did this opening joint exercise with me. Let's bring our hands together in front of our chest. Take a deep breath in. Close your eyes. On your exhale, bow forward. Namaste, yogis.